Oh boy, I have a very special video for you right now because this is a kind of behind the scenes look at the future of police vehicles. This is the new Chevy Blazer EV PPV police pursuit vehicle, and they're very high performance, and I could show you around these cars, and then we can actually drive it right here at this Autocross course. And I have Brett from Chevrolet to kind of describe what Chevrolet is doing. These are basically Chevy Blazer EV SS cars, all-wheel drive, big battery cars, lots of power, lots of range, lots of performance. And also retired Sergeant Brian Connolly from the EVOC unit will be able to take me for a drive in a little bit of a chase. So let's get to it right now. Hello, Brett. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Brett Dick. I'm the lead development engineer for the Blazer EV.
Okay, and this is a very special one, right?
Yes, this is our police pursuit Blazer EV.
The PPV,
The
right?
PPV, as we call it, yeah.
So police departments and other agencies, right, are switching over to electric, right?
Yes.
There's a few benefits to that we can discuss, but I wanted to learn how's this Blazer EV is different from like a consumer version right now that you can get.
So right now this has got the up-level powertrain, which is a performance all-wheel drive.
PPV.
This
yeah.
PPV,
yeah.
that comes as a performance all-wheel drive model. It's got obviously police pursuit tires. It is pursuit rated.
All right. So let's just show that. So this is a steel wheel, right?
Steel wheel.
And a special tire. Tell me a little bit about that. What does it take to be rated for police duty?
So if you can imagine, there's two agencies in the U.S. There's California Highway Patrol, and the Michigan State Police, and they have certain tests they run the vehicles through and rate them and compare them and score them based off other vehicles, and then many of the police agencies around the U.S. look to either California or Michigan to determine if they want to kind of rate what they want to purchase, right?
Exactly.
So kind of this is run through the place. When you ride with our professional drivers, feel free to ask them what they think of the car, right? Unbiased opinion.
Yeah. But it has to be tough enough, right?
The tire has to have the durability and performance to meet the cars, along with the brakes and everything else in the car, right? So they're looking for a lot of wear, performance,
and also endurance, right? Because they do a lot of track driving.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean by wear when they're doing the track performance to make sure that they hold up. So kind of using that as not only driving on the track, but also lasting for miles and on the track, as you just mentioned. Okay,
well, let's take a wider view of this one, and then we'll show this one. So this is kind of how it comes. So if a police department purchases it, and it's a lot of it, like you said, it's basically Blazer EV SS, right? That's going to be a consumer version of the car later.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So a lot of power, bigger battery, right?
Bigger battery, yes.
And all-wheel drive.
And all-wheel drive, performance all-wheel drive.
Okay. Yep. But this is how a police department or an upfitter would purchase it.
Except for the flashing lights, right?
Okay.
That would come. They would outfit that, but there's different upfitters. But yeah, they can customize it for what the agencies want.
Because it can have like be in black color. It can have a couple of different colors.
It can have white. Yes. Yep.
And the center console, I notice, is kind of unique. Kind of special.
So we open up the center console so you can obviously input computers, radios, that type of thing. So it's not the standard. Usually it comes missing. The console is not in, so you can outfit what you want. Yeah, because every police agency is going to put a radio in.
Different radio requirements. Yes. Like, for example, I spent some time at the State Police Academy in California, and they're using some older radios systems that are large.
Yes.
And they usually mount them in the back, right? Yeah. So now let's take a look at kind of an upfit one.
Yep.
Let's walk around this way and take a look at this one. So this has a lot of toys kind of built into it.
Yes. Yeah.
So like drawer system, storage, and then rear seat. Let's check out the rear seat. So I think this, is to carry some bad guys.
Well, this is completely functional, right? So if you, for example, the bad guys, or you had someone that had too much of a good time on St. Patrick's Day, you can clean it out nice and easily, right? Yeah. The seat belts are set up differently so that the officer doesn't have to expose themselves when they put a suspect in the back, or anyone, so they don't have to lean over them. They can latch them in.
You can kind of see it here.
So as you can see, so what it allows is the officer to place someone in and make the latch, so they don't have to lean over them. They can, for their safety,
Yeah.
right, as well as for the safety of the person they're putting in there.
Yeah. So I mean, we actually bought recently. We had a Wyoming State Police car that came off duty, and we actually bought it at an auction, and it had a standard seat in the back because, like we said, it can be configured in different ways.
It can be configured any way you want, right?
Let me see if I can. Well, I can fit.
Yeah. Yes.
I fit, but it's all basically like plastic, and there's a kind of this big window in the front as well. And let's take a look at some equipment in the front.
Yep.
I mean, there's additional spotlight.
Yes,
up
and
here
there's an
in the-
upgraded electrical system so that can carry more load, carry more power as needed for the agencies.
You can see a laptop, computer, all that stuff. All right, well, pretty neat. Well, I need to go and test it on the track.
Yes, you can drive it yourself and you can ride with the professionals to see how it feels, right?
I appreciate it.
And I'd be interested in hearing your feedback.
We've met before.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
But can you introduce yourself nonetheless?
Yeah, I'm Brian Donnelly. I'm retired California Highway Patrol. The last 5 years, I was the EVOC sergeant, so we taught all the cadets and in-service people. So, and then I got this job part-time, so.
It's kind of fun.
Pretty fun gig,
right?
Yeah.
It gives you something to do.
It does, yeah.
Well, I spent some time at the academy with your team, so I really appreciated that, and it was amazing.
Yeah, we had.
And I also got an appreciation for the skill level, right? Because driving a police car, there's so much going on. There's dispatch, there's talking, there's safety, there's performance.
Right. A lot of distractions.
Yeah. So and now we're in this Blazer EV, which PPV, which is basically like a high performance SS version of the Blazer EV. And this is like an autocross. Can you describe this to me a little bit?
Yeah, so we're just gonna we're gonna take a recon lap around this course we set up here in this parking lot, and then the second lap you can
I let it loose a little?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so we're just gonna weave our way through here. We're gonna make a tight U-turn in that box right here.
Okay.
And head back the other direction. And then we're gonna come up on a lane choice, so you can pick either left or right.
So if I hit a cone, is there like a huge penalty?
No, we got people picking up your cones. We make a big U-turn here, and then we'll go into a slalom, stay on the right side of the first cone. This one, same thing, stay on the right side, and then we'll just weave our way down to the end. This one's just a little higher speed. You can get carry some better speed through here.
And I wonder, I probably should do like regen braking or enable it.
You can if you want to. I prefer not to.
Okay.
With my driving style, I prefer it not to be on.
Well, you've done, your entire career.
Yeah, I love the brakes on the GM vehicles. I love them. And
where to now? Okay.
And then we're gonna take our time slowly after about halfway through this corner. We're gonna take our time, get back up to that where it says start, and we'll just stop there.
Okay. And then you can take me for a ride?
Yeah, I'll take you for a ride.
Okay. So
as fast as you're comfortable with.
So tell me a little bit about the switch over to electric, right?
Yeah.
How much excitement is there from different departments? And
yeah, it depends on the department.
Okay.
The smaller agencies where they have a smaller footprint to patrol, it's great. Especially agencies that have an assigned car where the car's not coming in and 30 minutes later it's going out. Like with the California Highway Patrol, our road patrol officers don't have assigned cars that they take home. So they're out working a 12-hour shift. They come in, the car's parked for 30 minutes and it's going out with somebody else. So for them,
that's a tough environment.
Yeah, for them the battery technology is just not there yet. And we don't like the cars to get down below a half a tank before we fill them up. Let's pull back in here, and then
in here.
Yeah.
So there's those concerns, right?
But for a small agency, or let's say like a university police department, something like that, they would work great.
Well, because there's a lot of idling time, right? And these vehicles, that's what they do. They're amazing at idling, right? Because you still have all your electrical components on. It's silent. It's just sitting there, and you're comfortable with the climate control system and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So here's some of the specs according to Chevrolet for Blazer EV SS Performance SUV. 557 horsepower, all-wheel drive system, and 645 pound-feet of torque. These vehicles are pretty heavy, but nonetheless, Chevrolet says 4 seconds 0 to 60 is possible. And well, let's see how they take care of this short course. It should be pretty impressive. All right, Brian. We're gonna give it a whirl, right?
Yeah, we'll try our best.
I worked the road for
See if we can keep up with Doc over here.
and I was a part-time.
There he is. He's giving us an evil eye, I think.
He's ready to go, and he doesn't want to wait on us.
Last
Are we okay?
We're good.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did you go for a demo ride at the track?
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, that was amazing,
Super
dude.
fun.
V8 cars, right? Remember?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, you're like a foot off his bumper once in a while.
Yeah, and the turns.
So it's got a bit of performance, right?
Yeah, they're quick. And like I said, they brake amazing.
Massive brakes, huh?
Yeah.
The tires are screaming for mercy. Yeah, you can throw this thing around.
You can throw it around, but it doesn't get like crazy out of shape, you know? It's very forgiving.
I think you're making them nervous. Well, we could say it's got some performance.
Yeah, it does. Definitely.
Thanks a lot. Good to see you again,
Thanks for
man.
going for a ride.
Yes, maybe we'll do this again soon.
Let's do it.
That was a ton of fun. I want to thank all the guys here who provided this chase. I'm very impressed with the performance of these cars. Will you see them everywhere very soon? Well, probably not. I think it's going to be more of a gradual transition because, like Brian was telling me, the requirements of different police departments vary widely, and also depending on the region of where you are. If you are in the northern parts of the country, the temperature, it could be a concern as well, as far as low temperatures and driving range, etc. So I think it's going to be a slower transition, but nonetheless, if a department wants electric capability, they have it right here. Thanks for joining me. Check out oldtfl.com for everything automotive in one place, and I'll see you next time.